Hi guys, I'm Lori.
I'm David.
And this is Mermaid and Jedi Adventures at the cabin. This week on Mermaid and Jedi Adventures is something a little bit different from our usual Disney stuff. We were asked to participate and do a video on Harry Potter. This was originally supposed to take place last month with the anniversary, but that's okay that it got bumped back to July. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a Q&A/tag that we hope other people will participate in as well. So this video we were asked to do by Dougie from Waltograms. So please check out his video. We'll have his information linked below.
Yeah, we're not opposed to Universal Studios or Harry Potter. It's
Yeah.
just we just go ahead and kind of more spend time in Disney instead.
Exactly.
So it's a refreshing change to go to something different and talk about Harry Potter, which
That's right.
Lori loves.
Yes, exactly. So, if you'll forgive me, I do have everything listed on a piece of paper here. We don't have our usual setup, so I don't have it right in front of me. But I don't know if you can see my little Harry Potter that I have in my hair here. But that and also some slight Gryffindor colors that I might be representing, perhaps.
Okay.
Something of questions to come. So the first question that we have, before we get started, we would like to do this as a tag. So we would like to have people to participate. We would like everyone to participate that watches our videos, and just tag us if you do to let us know that you did it so we can watch. So the first question is, movies or books? Which is your favorite?
Well, mine is the movies because I haven't really read the books. I've read
Books!
I read the last book, but for me it's the movies.
My favorite of all, if something is a movie or book, my favorite will usually be the book, because I always think that your imagination can come up with stuff way better than movies. Although today's world with all the special effects and stuff, some pretty cool stuff happens, but definitely the books for me, but I'm more of a book person. Second question is, which movie or book was your favorite? Now, David might not know all the names of the things, but he can kind of let me know what he thinks, and then I can probably say which one it is.
I think my favorite one is The Goblet of Fire. With the Triwizard Cup. I think it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that was a really good one. My favorite was The Philosopher's Stone, the very first book. I think when we get that first introduction, and see Harry's first introduction to the Wizarding World, going away from the Weasleys, seeing this magical world for the first time, laying eyes on Hogwarts and being sorted, I think it's just amazing. So I just thought about how cool that would be if, you were actually 11 years old and that letter came for you. So I definitely like the first one the best. They're all great, but the first one was the best. Third question, why do you think the series is so popular with adults?
I think it's popular with adults because it's basically, it has magical and wizards and stuff like that and fantasy, and it's, people are always kind of looking for things like that, and it's kind of in such a position where it's not too childish, so it's just for kids. Yeah. And so that's why I think it's popular for adults.
I think it has all the right elements of magic and fantasy, like David was saying, magical creatures, there's action, with fighting in it as well. There's the good guys, there's the bad guys, there's lots of elements for all different kinds of people, and I think that if you like more kids books or fantasy books or action books, there's always a little bit of something for everybody. And the movies as well. I'll probably keep saying books, and David's will probably keep saying movies. So who was your favorite character? Number 4, who was your favorite character in the books or in the movie?
I don't know. Who was your favorite? You probably have all of them.
I think that my favorite characters in the movies and the books are two slightly different ones, and I think that has to do with some casting maybe. But some of my favorite characters in the books were... in the books, definitely Dumbledore, and definitely Snape, and also I really liked, this is going to sound terrible, but I really liked Voldemort's. I thought the character was good. It had a good concept, of who he was with his backstory and everything. In the books, those are my favorite. In the movies, I really liked Hermione. And it's funny because I always found Hermione a little bit different between the movies and the books, but I found her character more relatable, perhaps, in the movies than in the books.
I don't know if you really have a favorite.
You don't have a favorite character?
I guess Hagrid is. I guess from the
Yeah.
movies is kind of interesting.
I would say Hagrid as well in the movies. Just with like again, really good casting. Like excellent Hagrid. He seemed to be more. I don't know, more of a real character, more involved in the movies. Number 5. Oh, this kind of goes into the next. The best characters in the best cast characters in the movies and the worst cast characters in the movies. So
Well, I think the best cast is Professor Snape, Alan Rickman. I think he did a very good job of that.
Yeah, I think that absolutely. I think he made Snape very, kind of a villain, but also good guy. You felt that in his character. Really well played. Again, Hagrid I think was really well cast as well. And I also really liked the casting for Professor McGonagall. I did not like the casting for many of the Weasleys. I liked it. I liked Fred and George the twins. I like that casting. The rest, including Ron and Ginny, sorry, I wasn't the biggest fan of that casting, but that's just my own opinion.
Yeah.
Number 6 is, if you were able to do one spell in real life, which would you pick?
Okay, which spell would you do, Hannah?
I would do Wingardium Leviosa because I would like to float things around and move things from place to place. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I don't know what spells I would do.
Evil spells, David?
I would not do evil spells.
Would you do evil spells?
I would not do evil spells.
David's a bit of a Slytherin, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Well, maybe you can think on it then. If you
I wouldn't use a spell. I'd rather use the morph juice and turn it into somebody else. I think is what I would do.
Potion?
Yeah, that's what I'd do.
Which character are you most like?
I have no idea who I'm most like in the Harry Potter world.
I don't know either, to be honest with you. I would be my own person. Because I have characteristics from Gryffindor and characteristics from Slytherin, so I don't exactly know who that would. Maybe Snape, because he's kind of evil and very smart, but at the end of the day, he actually was a good person. So, I don't think I'm outwardly as evil, but or evil appearing, but I think that maybe Professor McGonagall, because she was very smart but also quite brave and also, motherly and understanding, but also stern when needed to be. So maybe Professor McGonagall. Which house do you think you would be sorted into?
Lori, which one else do you think you'd be sorted into?
Well, I always get sorted between 2. I either get sorted into Slytherin or I get sorted into Gryffindor, depending on how I'm feeling that day. I don't think I even answer the questions very differently. Maybe 1 or 2 is the difference. Like I say, I think I'm a bit of a split personality. I do have ambition and I do have drive to do things, but I also would like to think that I would stick up for a friend and, in a situation would be helpful and brave. What about you?
I think I'm probably more closer to Slytherin. I'm not like...
I think you're Slytherin with some Ravenclaw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's Ravenclaw? I can't remember.
Very smart, very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, oh, sorry for that weird, that weird bird noise. We're on the screen porch out here. Okay, so number 9, have you been or do you want to check out Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure or the Hollywood Studios park with Harry Potter in it?
We've been there. We went there once. We really enjoyed the train ride.
Yes.
That was interesting. I went on
You went
Escape from
on...
Gringotts.
Yeah.
That was an interesting ride. We didn't stay too long there because we didn't plan it very well, and it was the middle of a trip, and we were hungry and tired and hot, and we should have planned it better.
We had just had several long Disney days, and we planned it right in the middle. We should have done it. We were supposed to do it at the beginning and then a break and then do some Disney, but there were some flight problems that we had, and we ended up having to bump it back to our original rest day in the middle of a Disney week. So we had to get there, then it's the extra cost, and
it's always something that's like, we should go there, but then it's like, well, there's more Disney stuff we want to do, and then we're always on Disney property, so it's kind of hard to figure out the time to get out there. So it's something we're always looking to do, but it's kind of gets put on the back burner for Disney.
And as you know, it's always there's more to do, I find, at Disney, and if you're not a super like roller coastery type person, which I'm not. I don't like jerking movements or any sort of major like roller coaster upside downy type stuff. So there is not the tons of stuff that I would think that I would want to ride. But I mean, just to walk around in Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley and just, you know, take the Hogwarts Express and be able to just see all the stuff was amazing. So I'm glad that we did it, and I'm sure it's something we'll do maybe every couple of years or so. We're probably due to go back at some point.
Well, I probably want to see the one in California, but yeah.
Yeah, when we go to California in the next like couple of years, we'll probably go there and check out and see if there's anything different or what's the same there. So definitely. Just so, have you guys been to both, either, you know, in California, or have you been to Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios Florida? What did you think, and what's your favorite ride there? We're always looking for what people like and what their favorite attraction is. Okay, last question. This is a thinker.
Okay.
Why is the Harry Potter series special to you?
I think the Harry Potter series is special to me mostly because of the magic and the beasts, and it's something that like Lori really loves, and I just like looking at her being happy and watching the show. So it's kind of special to me because I like, you know, almost every couple months we'll be like, let's start watching Harry Potter again, and we kind of just keep watching them every couple months, and I think it's just the joy we get watching the movies, I think.
Yeah. For me, I think that why it's so special is because when they came out, I was like a single person, early 20s, and I was living on my own in a town away from my family, and I really got into the series. As I said before, I really love to read. So when I was reading it, not only was it just a fabulous book, like a standalone book on its own, that you could really immerse yourself into and spend a lot of time getting through this whole big series, but it also, as I was reading them, I just kept thinking to myself, geez, you know, if I was a kid, this would be, I wish this was around when I was a kid. So I think I could appreciate it as well from, like, you know, little Lori, who used to read all the giant books, you know, how much I would have gotten out of that, because there wasn't anything around like that when I was a kid. So I really do appreciate the books, the series, and I just love the whole Harry Potter Wizarding World is just amazing. So I hope you like this video. It's a little bit different than what we usually do. Please, you know, answer in the comments below, or please do film your own video and tag us to let us know that you have participated so we can check it out. We will link again below Walter Graham's video, Walter Graham's channel down below, and he's going to have a whole bunch of videos for this month, and some other channels will be participating as well, so he'll have all that information. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. We put out videos every Friday. Until we talk to you next time, take care.
Take care.
Think that was okay?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
All right, so what are we doing?